Hey you guys, okay, so I'm back again today with another video. I'm so excited to talk about this. I usually don't do that much talking videos, but whatever, I'm gonna jump into something new. So without further ado, let's get right into the topic. What I'm going to talk to you guys about today is how to survive your first day of college. So yes, this is like for freshmen and everything. How to survive your very first day in college. I know for me, my very first year in college, I honestly did not know what to expect. Like, I didn't even know. I didn't feel like I was in college. I still thought I was in high school, but I just transferred. I was like, it hasn't clicked to me that I have graduated from high school yet. So my very first couple of months, I was still in denial that I graduated from high school and that I am officially in college. So one of the very first things that I would tell you to do, rule number one, I would say make sure when you get your classes, because a lot of students get their classes before school starts, or they get it right when the semester begins, do not purchase your books. Do not purchase any books. If anything, the only thing that you need to purchase is paper and pencils and pens. That's it. Do not purchase anything else. Reason why I say that is because a lot of teachers either do not use the books, they'll do all their work on a PowerPoint and you can print that off at your library or if you have a printer, or they have something else that they use. Professors use different tools to teach you without using a book. So I know for like a lot of my classes in general, since I've been in college, a lot of my professors don't even use their books. All our tests and exams go straight from our PowerPoints. So a lot of teachers do not require you to use a book. So you don't want to purchase a book that you don't need, and now you're with a $200 book that you can't even use. And a lot of these books, you guys, are expensive, so know that too. You're not like you're in high school and you're getting your books for free. And you're getting your books for free. In college, you have to pay for every single book you have. You have to pay for all of them. So I would inform you guys to make sure you talk to your professors first. As soon as you sit down and they say, does anybody have a question? I do. I wonder, do we have to buy our books? Do we need our books in class? And let them answer. That's all you gotta do. Just say, I wonder, are we gonna use our books? Do we need to purchase a book for your class? And usually they'll tell you yes, because I do all my work. I get all my work from the books and I think it'll be good. A lot of teachers say, well, it's up to you whether you want to purchase a book or not. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. But if you want that as a study tool, then you can buy it. Or some teachers will say, I'm not going to use a book. The book doesn't really cover everything that I want to cover. So no, you don't have to purchase a book. All my information exactly for my test will be straight from my PowerPoint. So you will not need the book. A lot of teachers will give you one of those three answers, honestly. They will give you one of those three. They'll either tell you yes, you can get it if you want to, or no. You're going to get one of those three answers. So, do not purchase your book before you go to class. Go to your class first before buying that book. 2, when it comes to the books as well, you do not have to purchase your books from the bookstore. You can try to find it online for cheaper, like on eBay, Amazon. Sometimes you can just type in the title and some different sales will pop up. Sometimes older students, like a sophomore or a junior who have taken that class, they're trying to sell their books. You can get it from them as well. There are options that you can use other than purchasing your book from the bookstore. So also know your ways of purchasing your books. One thing I've learned too from being on campus my freshman year, when you try to purchase a book the first week of school, the lines are crazy. I know for me, my freshman year, I was probably literally in the bookstore line waiting to get inside the bookstore now for like over an hour, just waiting to purchase my book. That's crazy. You guys, you don't have to wait in line. A lot of you all probably think that you have to wait in that long line. You guys, you do not have to wait in that line. I want to tell you this now, as upcoming freshmen, you do not have to wait in that long line. People used to pass out. No lie. In that bookstore line, people passed out. They had to give us water sometimes because it'd be so hot or it'd be so cold that you're about to get sick. It's like, it's horrible. Those bookstore lines are horrible. I wouldn't recommend nobody doing them. But honestly, for real, you do not have to wait in line. If you're somebody who, like me, is impatient and has other things to do with their time rather than waiting in line, you can go online and just type in your school. Let's say you go to Florida A&M. So you type in Florida A&M bookstore. Their website will pop up. Click on that website. Use your schedule to find out exactly which class you have. It'll ask for that little CRN number. You'll put that number in. You'll put what kind of class it is. Is it a marketing class? Is it a finance class? Is it a math class? Answer that question. It'll let you know step by step by what to put. And it'll let you know which book you need. And you can click purchase. It will give you an option. If you have like Pell, Loans, whatever, Hope, it will give you the option to use that to purchase your books. It will not just give you only option for credit card only. It will give you your school money option to use your school money. You can do that, you guys. You can do that option and you can just go inside when it's ready to pick up your stuff with no wait. That's the best way to do it. If you need your books, go online and purchase them. I would not recommend you waiting in that line unless you just want to. And if so, good luck with it. Or 3. I think my armpit itch. Rule number 3 when it comes to being a freshman in college. Make sure you take a tour of the campus. Sometimes, depending on what school you're going to, your school could be huge. You need to make sure that you know your campus. So when you're going to class and you make sure you're not late, you'll know exactly where you're going because you're looking and seeing where all the buildings are located. Okay, this is the cafeteria. Okay, this is the student center. Okay, that over there, that's a gym. Know your way around your campus. That's the best way to be able to know how to get to where you need to go in a timely manner. If you don't know, don't be afraid to ask. There's a lot of people there who are just like you, who are afraid to ask somebody and who doesn't know exactly where to go. Ask someone, because if you ask someone, you will be able to get there more efficiently, and you'll be able to get there in a timely manner, and they'll know. Just ask, because honestly, when you're afraid to ask someone, just remember, whoever you're going to ask, they're either in your shoes right now and they probably know, so they want to help you out, or they was in your shoes before. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask for help for the same direction 3 times. It does not matter. You can get halfway there and like, oh, I forgot. She told me to turn left or right. But you see somebody passing by. Say, I'm sorry. Do you know where Langdale is? And they'll tell you. Don't be afraid to ask someone. And who knows? You may make a friend out of that. So you never know. So just make sure, just know everybody's here to help. You know, there's upperclassmen that'll be more than happy to help you. Rule number 4. Make sure that you have money with you. When I say make sure you have money with you, like some spare money, just in case you need to print out some papers or you're hungry or thirsty, make sure that you have a little cash on hand. You don't have to have cash, you can have a card. A card would probably be the safest bet so you won't get robbed. So they have like a little prepaid card or something and just have that on hand. So when you're hungry, you will have something to use to eat. Also, when it comes to doing that, also make sure you also bring a snack with you, because sometimes you have long hours. It is not like high school where you go to work, when you go to school from 8 to 3 and you have classes during the whole time, and in the middle you have a lunch break and then you go home. College is not like high school. You will have one class at 8:30, have a 3-hour break, have another class at 12, have another 2-hour break, then you have a class from 4 to 7. Your classes are probably, if you're not lucky, your classes are broken up. So sometimes you're able to get your classes adjusted to the time that you want. Like, let's say you want to take all your classes back to back to back, which I will also recommend you not doing that. Just because, let's say you have English at 9 to 10, and then you have another class for math from 10:30 to 11:30. You have like a 30-minute break. So now you have to rush from one class to the other. And then not only that as well, but let's say both of those classes have an exam. Now you don't have time really in between to study for your math, because you have to walk to your next class. By the time you get there, it's going to be time for that class to start. So you have no time to study. You don't want to overwhelm yourself with a long load. If you are working, I would recommend you take your classes during the day and spread them out a little bit accordingly, and then work in the afternoon. Or if you didn't want to do that, then choose certain days where you work. Your lightest school load, I will work those days, and then in the weekends, and in the days where you know you have like 3 classes to take that week, like on Wednesdays and Thursdays, on Mondays and Wednesdays, let's say you have 3 classes to take on those days. And on Tuesday, you just have Tuesdays and Thursdays, you just have 1 class. And on Fridays, you are free. I would personally work on a Tuesday and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those 5 days, I will go to work. And on Mondays and Wednesdays, I will take off, because those are a heavier school load. And you don't want to overwhelm yourself, because when you overwhelm yourself, you're probably going to fail. So you don't want to stress yourself out. So I would do that as well. Like I said, just make sure you plan your schedule accordingly. That's going to be a big help for you as well when it comes to taking your classes and just making that work around your whole entire life. Making sure your schedule is correct is really good. Also, if you are scared, rule number 5, I think, I don't know. If you guys are afraid about what professors you're going to get, there is a site that you can go to. Shh. It is called ratemyprofessors.com. Go to that site, you guys. That will be your best friend. That site lets you know about your instructors, lets you know if they're good or bad, let you know if they're an easy instructor or they're a hard instructor, if you're going to have a heavy load or you're going to have a light load. They'll let you know about what that professor did that previous semester. That site will be your ticket to getting a good professor. I promise you. Look at the teachers that you got to take, the option that you have, and choose those accordingly. So if it says, oh, Mr. Nguyen was very difficult, he have so many tests, he doesn't like to help us, he just talks a lot and he don't really help, he gives us a lot of papers, he doesn't really help us with our grades, he just don't take him. They will let you know. They're not going to sugarcoat any teacher for you. They're going to let you know exactly how that instructor is. That will be your friend. You guys, go and save that website. That will help you. ratemyprofessors.com. Next rule. If you are trying to do a sorority or a fraternity, make sure you do that within your first 2 years of college. Why? I will let you know. Because when you're first going into college, those are your easiest classes. Your first 2 years will be your easiest classes you take. Within your junior and your senior years, you're going into your major, and those classes are hard. A lot of sororities and fraternities, They look at you and your acceptance based on your GPA, how you are in extracurricular activities, and they check all of that. Mainly your GPA is the first thing. So you want to make sure your GPA is high. When will your GPA be high? During your first 2 years, because those are your easiest classes. Make sure that you are pledging within those first 2 years, because you will have the GPA. Wait, there's a chance that your GPA might not be as high, and it's probably more difficult because your GPA is not where it needs to be. So make sure that you do that. Next rule, making friends. It is a little bit difficult to make friends in college because a lot of people are not as friendly as they are in high school, where you can just sit down with somebody and boom, you got a friend. I promise you, all those people's gonna go. All those people you had as friends in high school, they're gonna fade away. You may keep like 3. Honestly, you may keep 3, but that's about it. Make sure you join extracurricular activities. Sure you join extracurricular activities such as cheerleading, dance, baseball, football, softball, volleyball, dodgeball, chorus, debate team, I don't know, an entertainment organization, your law program club or something, whatever, it doesn't matter. Make sure that you join some form of a organization. Being a part of something will help you get friends on campus. This is how a typical class go. You're sitting down, you're listening to the instructor, and you leave. That's basically how it is. You're literally going there to learn. Literally. There is no talking in between time unless they give you time to talk to your next door neighbor for a project or for a team assignment. That's about the only time you're going to talk. And after that, you're going about your merry own way. Make sure you join a extracurricular activity. If you feel like that won't work for you, then also try to stay on campus. That will also help you as well when it comes to getting friends. Either one of those 2 ways, you will get friends fast. Promise you. I think that's all I have for right now. So I feel like if you guys use all of those tips that I just gave you, I feel like you will have a successful first year in college. I hope you guys do great. Also, make sure that you also, like I said, when you go to extracurricular activities, make sure you join the events on campus as well, like your homecoming week. Make sure you be a part of that. I know that's going to be very fun for you guys. I would love to see pictures. I would love to know how your very first year has went if you are in college right now. Let me know how it's been. Let me know if any of these tips have helped you from anybody else who have told you about these tips. Let me know if there's something that you haven't known, or if you know anything that I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your ideas. I would love to hear your very first year experience in college. Even if you have graduated already, I would love to hear how your very first year was. So just give me comments down below. Like I said, let me know how your experience is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one.